Hello guys, welcome to Africa Gist TV. Have you ever entered a church so big that you thought you were in a stadium? In Nigeria, churches are not just places of worship, they are cities on their own. From massive auditoriums that shake the ground doing praise to mega structures that host millions every week. These churches are not only spiritual homes, but also architectural wonders. In 2025, some Nigerian churches have grown so big you have to see it to believe it. Let's take you on a journey through the 10 biggest churches in Nigeria today. At number 1, we have the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG. Redemption City, Ogun State. No list is complete without RCCG. Pastor Enoch Adeboye's ministry has one of the largest gatherings in Africa. Within Christian Church of God, headquarters, Redemption City, along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Ogun State. Founded in 1952 by Pa Josiah Akindayo and later led by Pastor E.A. Adeboye, RCCG has grown into a global ministry with parishes in over 190 nations. The Redemption City is a city within a city, featuring hospitals, banks, schools, and an auditorium that stretches over 3 kilometers wide. Millions gather here during their Holy Ghost Congress. At number 2, we have Living Faith Church Worldwide, Winners Chapel, headquarters Faith Tabernacle, Kenaland, Ota, Ogun State, led by Bishop David Oyedepo, the richest pastor in Africa. He founded the church in 1981 after receiving a vision from God. The Faith Tabernacle seats over 50,000. Winners Chapel remains a giant in Nigeria Christianity. The Faith Tabernacle was once listed in the Guinness Book of Records as the world's largest church auditorium, and now in 2025, the new Ark project is set to house over 100,000 worshippers in one service. That's more than some football stadiums. At number 3, we have Dunamis International Gospel Center, headquarters the Glory Dome, Airport Road, Abuja. Founded by Dr. Paul Eneche, a medical doctor turned pastor, the Glory Dome is an architectural wonder, a 100,000-seat auditorium without a single pillar inside. The church started in 1996 and has become one of Nigeria's biggest worship hubs. At number 4, we have Mountain of Fire and Miracles Ministries, MFM, headquarters Prayer City along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, led by Dr. Daniel Olukoya. MFM began in 1989 and focuses on deliverance and spiritual warfare. Prayer City can accommodate over 200,000 people and it's known for all-night vigils and intensive prayer programs. Dr. D.K. Olukoya's ministry is known for spiritual fire and deliverance. MFM's Prayer City is a powerful spiritual hub. The complex includes a 200,000-seat prayer ground, dormitories, and a university. Prayer City is not just a church, it's a war room for spiritual battles. Prayer City is where battles are fought and won, with hundreds of thousands gathering for deliverance.
Blood is sprinkled on the altars of sweet incense.
At number 5, we have Christ Embassy, Love World Nation, headquarters Oregu, Ikeja, Lagos. Started by Pastor Chris Oyakilome in the late 1980s. Christ Embassy is famous for healing crusades, media evangelism, and global worship concepts. The Love World Arena in Lagos holds tens of thousands, and the church has spread across continents. Christ Embassy has grown into a global movement. The Lagos headquarters is massive, and the Love World Convention Arena hosts thousands from around the world. Pastor Chris healing and teaching crusade fill stadiums, but the headquarters remain one of the biggest worship space in the country. At number 6, we have Deeper Life Bible Church, headquarters Bagada, Lagos. Founded by Pastor W.F. Kumuyi in the 1970s. Deeper Life began as a Bible study group known for its holiness, teachings, and discipline. The church now owns a 30,000-seaters ultra-modern headquarters in Lagos. Quiet but powerful. Clean, quiet, and powerful. Pastor Kumuyi's church boasts a 30,000-seat auditorium with world-class facilities. The Bagada headquarters has a 30,000-seat auditorium complete with escalator, underground parking, and modern sound systems. It's a quiet giant in the Lagos skyline. At number 7, we have the Lord Choosing Charismatic Revival Ministries, headquarters, Ijesha, Lagos. This fast-growing revival movement was founded by Pastor Lazarus Morka. Starting in 2002, the church became known for massive outdoor crusades, and the Ijesha headquarters attracts hundreds of thousands. The green apron uniform is now a familiar sight across Nigeria. If you've ever seen a sea of green aprons in Ijesha, then you have witnessed one of Nigeria's biggest church crowds in action. This church's revival ground holds hundreds of thousands during crusades. The church simplicity doesn't stop it from being one of the biggest in attendance. At number 8, we have Synagogue Church of All Nations, headquarters, Ikoto-Egbe, Lagos. Founded by the late Prophet T.B. Joshua, known globally for miracle, healing, and prophecy, he started with a prayer hut and grew it into a world-famous ministry. Pilgrims still visit Synagogue Church of All Nations in large numbers, even after his passing in 2021. Synagogue still draws thousands of international visitors every week. Synagogue Church of All Nations is a tourist attraction. Thousands from other African countries and beyond still visit weekly. Its massive auditorium, guest houses, and international presence makes it one of the most influential churches in Nigeria. At number 9, we have Salvation Ministries, headquarters, the Hand of God Cathedral, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, led by Pastor David Ibiome, a dynamic teacher and healing evangelist. He started the church in 1997 with just a handful of people. Today, his cathedral seats over 120,000, making it one of the largest church auditoriums in the world. This structure is as massive as it is magnificent, placing the Niger Delta on the global Christian map. At number 10, we have House on the Rock, headquarters, the Rock Cathedral, Lekki, Lagos, founded by Pastor Paul Adefarasi, a former architect turned preacher. His mission was to create a church that blends faith and excellence. The Rock Cathedral is a modern marvel with 10,000 plus capacity, and it hosts the Experience, Africa's biggest gospel concept. It's more than a church, it's a movement. Rock Cathedral is a center for excellence, equipped with the state-of-the-art sound, an auditorium that seats over 10,000 worshippers in elegance. Nigeria is not just rich in oil, we are rich in faith, tech, and spiritual impact. These churches has become not only worship centers, but also symbols of hope, development, and unity. Whether you are attending a service, watching online, or passing by, one thing is certain: Nigerian churches are building for God on a whole new level. These churches are more than buildings. They are stories of vision, sacrifice, and faith. From Lagos to Abuja, Port Harcourt to Redemption Camp, the Nigerian church is alive and growing louder every year. Which one have you visited? Which founder's story inspired you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing Nigerian content. Thanks for watching Top 10 Biggest Churches in Nigeria 2025, only on your number 1 Nollywood and Niger Lifestyle channel.